we tend to have something common to talk about, right? When we are all making it.
But if traders will get into that business, they will end up selling spinach.
Yo, what's... Oh, yo, I'm looking over Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another installment of Industry Chats Podcast.
Yes, sir.
With myself, Nqobile Tembane, and...
MJ Givens Kgasi
For president.
Thank you. Thank you so much for voting for me.
Your Excellency.
Did you see they've got one last round of registrations to vote? Guys, please go out and vote. Not vote, to register to vote. Please go out and register to vote.
Yeah.
One last round. That's what they... I think on the 3rd and 4th of Feb. Yeah, 3rd and 4th of Feb. Yeah, one last round. Guys, if you haven't registered to vote...
Yeah, what are you still doing?
Very
be
important.
the change that you want to see.
Yes. Yeah, and we're not chilling alone today. We're chilling with an industry player. We're chilling with Maxwell Dlamini.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Should I clap hands for myself?
Thank you so much for coming. He's an industry player. He's been in the game for a minute and a half. How's everyone doing? I've got MJ, it's myself, Nqobile, I've got Maxwell. It's been a minute since we had a guest,
Yeah. The first guest of the year.
Yeah, no, first guest of the year.
Yeah. That's your opening thing.
Wow. I believe it's going to be a great year. Eh?
Yeah.
Let's hope I say all the right things and really
even if you say the wrong things, it's fine.
It's good for the channel.
It's good for the channel. We need some wrong things.
Is it?
Yeah, cloud sales. Eh?
Yeah,
I know.
So welcome to you guys, industry players. We're back. I'm glad you guys are happy that we're back. Hey, MJ, people are so happy that we're back. Wait.
Yeah, no, we didn't go with December. We're back. Still looking the same.
You guys did us dirty.
Is it?
Like we've been waiting for episodes, and you're busy posting those 2-minute clips on Instagram. It's really annoying. We really benefit from this channel. You guys really need to put in some work. I'm kidding. You guys need to rest. You need to rest. It was December. It was the holidays. We appreciate that you guys back.
Nice time with everyone else.
Yeah, we're eating the profits.
So I was just saying that people on last week's episode, our first episode for 2024, people were just so happy that we're back, and the comments are showing there. Guys, we are back. We're live. And I think this year it's going to be very interesting. Our first guest, Maxwell, is in the building. It's got a very interesting background within the industry, and I think you guys will also shot a Market Master with him, which you guys will see in the next, next week or 2 weeks or so on the channel. But yeah, it's been so good so far. How's everyone doing? Sorry to interrupt today's episode, but I need to tell you a few things about Octa today. So guys, it's really important to be with a broker that has great trading conditions, and Octa has transparent trading conditions.
Zero swaps, no commissions at all. This is what you get from Octa,
which means more profits in your pockets for you.
Fast deposit withdrawals with various options. Deposit funds securely in 1 to 2 minutes
and get your profits in 25 minutes, right just when you need them.
With a minimum deposit of $50, but if you're using a Visa card, it's only $25.
They provide a wide range of instruments, 150 plus stock assets, 30 plus crypto assets, 35 currency pairs, metals and indices for you guys to be able to trade. Also, we're giving you guys 100% deposit bonus when you use the code TOPTRADER. Trading made clear.
Trading made clear
with Octa.
We're fine, man. Oh, I'm fine.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, let me speak for myself.
I'm doing well, man. I'm just happy to be here. I like this industry. I like talking about this industry. I like networking with other traders because it can be a very lonely journey and in front of your screen. And I really love sharing value. For me, that's the biggest currency in the world right now. Yeah. It is very, very exchange. I value it.
Yeah. And how are you?
I'm good. Yo, I've been so busy. I think exciting times. The Market Master schedule is now Sundays and Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Twice a week.
Yeah.
So people, we're not gonna rest.
When am I getting my Market Master interview?
Oh, you want another one?
Yes.
He deserves another one. He's always dropping gems.
Yeah. Oh,
it's just that it's
and that day I'll even wear a suit. I'll wear a suit with you.
Okay, so it's a date.
That's a date challenge.
Guys, it's coming soon.
Because you guys know, let's get already hoodie, sweatpants.
Yeah.
For the one, suit, Market Master.
They actually survived RTBS. We had something there.
Yeah.
We had something. There was an episode where we were supposed to wear suits. Thank God it rained.
Definitely. Market Master interview. We can do another one. 100%.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And it's been a while. But that other one, rules.
So this one is gonna be presidency.
Vote for me. Vote for change.
But we will try to bring something new, something fresh, more knowledge. Remember, this thing, guys, it's not about fame. So it's all about 100%, what contribution can we make to you. People are suffering. People want to gain more knowledge. People want to, explore and find out what is it that we have more that we can assist. So coming in every week and just giving knowledge it's all for you. Like he always says, we are doing this for you.
100%.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think tomorrow we've got an interview with Nasdaq Ninja dropping on the channel.
Yeah.
By the time you guys watch this, it'll be tomorrow. So I don't know if you guys have been following what's happening there. By the way, shout out to Rolio Jack. You guys know Rolio Jack? Yeah. He's been doing reviews of people's signals.
Oh yeah, the guy who subscribes secretly to a signal group.
Yeah, he's in Cape Town. He's in Cape Town.
He's doing amazing work.
Yeah, I think even the approach of it, like I think, my goodness, like I've had a conversation with the guy. Definitely, if we're in Cape Town or if he comes this side, we'll definitely do something together. But the thing is, the style of content and the way he's doing it, I think it's so. Because he's paying for a service and he's within.
And you are not even aware.
You're not even aware.
You just got hijacked.
Yeah, and it's so amazing that people are still that gullible to these days. I mean. Trading in South Africa is not something new. It's been around, I would say it got popular around 2011, 2012. That's around about the time when we started. And there were scams back then. And some of them, they came out publicly and there were court cases, blah, blah, blah. But why are people still going through the same process? That's what I don't understand. But maybe it's because people don't want to put in the work that's required to be successful in this industry. And speaking of doing this for the people, and I would like to, on behalf of the audience as well, I'd like to say thank you to you guys. The value that you're sharing here, it's very valuable, and I'm not speaking for myself. I know a lot of people who have taken a few segments from here and they've applied them to their trading approaches, and it has really benefited them well. And I'd like to say to the audience, let us subscribe. That's the only thank you that we can do. Let's get this to 100k subscribers.
Guys, please subscribe.
It only takes 3 seconds to click a button, the mouse. And, I mean, come on, guys.
And if you're using a faster internet, it's 1 second.
My guy,
subscribe.
My guys.
I will never say you can notify
just subscribe.
Yeah, just subscribe, guys. Show some appreciation. I believe it can help the channel go a long way. It can help the channel produce more content that can help traders scale.
Definitely.
And become better.
Definitely. And shout out to Okta, guys.
Yeah.
Okta,
Yep.
we appreciate this. I mean, they part and parcel of what we do here.
Yeah,
So shout out
yeah,
to Okta,
yeah,
guys.
yeah,
Yeah, go deposit.
Oh yeah, and
Don't blow. If you blow
and you know, there's someone now. I actually don't think I can make some announcements for these next announcements yet until Okta has made them. But honestly, the team, you know, the issue is right now with international brokers. Let's talk about international brokers coming to SA. Is that they try to compete on a local level. And you can't compete, especially after what JP did. Justin gave Nasdaq, offered Nasdaq on a different scale. So now when an international broker, if you look at it, guys, the 0.01, that Justin offered versus 0.01 that came from abroad.
Yeah.
Two different things.
It's like the leverage is on steroids.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think right now international guys, actually they're used to big money, they're used to proper money, proper from funded. So by the time they come to South Africa, it's a matter of now, why Nasdaq is so popular in South Africa that our traders name themselves Nasdaq what?
Something.
Yeah. So it's one of those things, and I think really Okta as an international broker are actually working to actually compete on a local level and making some changes to, especially people love Nasdaq. Who doesn't love Nasdaq?
Right. Industry trends, eh?
Yeah. You see, so it's about competing. So shout out to them for just making certain changes and whatnot. But you guys will see over time. You know, it's not things that can just wake up one day and decide that let's change.
But why am I being the interviewer now? But do you think that's good for the industry?
I think look, competition at some point would make like the clientele or the consumers, the people who consume from competition tends to benefit from the very same competition.
You know why I'm asking that, Jay? You're bringing a very good point. Is that you mentioned I'm an industry player. I've been working with a lot of brokers, and I realize one thing: when they come into a market, their philosophy is different. Maybe it's different with Okta, proud sponsor of this podcast.
No, it is different. Obviously.
It is obviously different, but most of the time their philosophy is what value can we extract from this market instead of what value can we give. We're experiencing this with especially IBs, right? Brokers now just want IBs to bring business to them without the broker meeting the IB halfway. I also understand where that is coming from. I was a partnership account manager with a broker that I can't mention, and we would pay IBs to do a job, and they would never do the job and charge the money. I understand that, but I really believe to see a really good return on investment for you coming from Australia or wherever you're coming to this side of the world, you also need to invest something, right? I think even in outreach projects, those things go a long way in promoting a broker. And brokers are now behaving like traders when they are on the other side of the market. They want instant gratification. I just wish that there could be a broker that's going to put in time and money and work on a longer vision. And trust me, you're going to get to a point where I was with JP, by the way. There was a point where we spent less on marketing. It was just word of mouth now. So I think brokers need to be more patient and invest more time and money towards this business, because they're industry players as well. They shouldn't ruin the industry and then leave us with our money. You understand what I'm saying? I think they should play a key role in the development of the industry, and also bring us on board in the boardrooms and the decision-making circles. We are competent enough. Sometimes we're even better than the people that you have in those rooms.
So true.
So I think brokers really need to take this industry seriously. Not like, I'm sorry to say, betting companies. They saw 1-2 betting companies making millions, and now they flocked into the market. I'm really asking that from the broker's side of things.
Yeah, you mentioned something important there. You said that brokers shouldn't just give traders money.
Yeah,
and you were part of the people that, or you were part of a broker that was giving people money, and the people at the end of the day, they don't deliver. So you give them money, then they don't deliver.
They're hungry.
They're hungry, right?
And they start chowing business money.
Yeah. But the question would be, what investment? Because it's one thing to invest the money,
right,
into an influencer, an ambassador, right? And it's also one thing to give them necessary tools to execute.
100%.
Right.
100%.
So I feel like a lot of brokers are willing to give money. Okay, you are an influencer, we're going to give you this much, and this is what we expect from you. But they don't give you necessary tools to execute that. I don't know if you understand what I mean, right? Money is not enough. Money is not enough. When you look at soccer players are executing this thing at a better level. Why? Because they are being given necessary tools.
Absolutely.
Right? If Ronaldo is going to play in a certain match, he knows I've got the money and they're going to give me certain tools.
Yeah.
I've got these people that I work with and I'm being given tools to execute that.
Yeah.
But brokers is just, this is how much we're going to give you. We expect people to trade a certain amount of lots, and we need an X amount of people. Fine. Which there's nothing wrong, but there must also be a support that comes with that. How are we going to achieve that? Me and you, me as an influencer, and me, you as a broker. How are we achieving this thing, and how are you helping me? You understand?
Yeah.
Because it's more like, this is just like endorsement. Just endorsing you to just
exactly, Mr. Kgasi. I think contribute to the development of the industry. Trust me, you will chow a bigger slice some point later. It's funny you bring something like that up about not giving traders money. There's a broker I was talking to recently. They were like, you've been quiet. Now, this is a broker that I did amazing work with in the South Coast, Durban towards Cape Town. They said, you've been quiet for a while. Let's do business. Let's talk. I was like, okay, what do you have for me? They're like, what do you have? I was like, I have 5,000 leads, active traders. And they were like, okay, bring them on board. And I was like, the problem with you guys is you want business from us without contributing anything. And I was like, I'm different from the other, should I say, mentors. I'm not a mentor. I'm a risk management and psychology coach.
Yeah.
I said to them, I just need money to do the business. You don't even have to pay it to my account. Pay for the Google ads, pay for the Facebook ads. Or I want to do a meetup in Sentin. Pay for at least coffee and scones for these people. I just want to help people, and that's going to help you as a broker. And we know that brokers benefit the most. They should stop. Some of us have been in this industry for a very long time, man. It's very disrespectful to call me to a boardroom and then give me I'm sorry to say, a shitty deal, and think I'm gonna take it because I'm hungry, like most of the traders that you talk to. And because you think I'm here for clout, for fame. No. I respect this industry. I respect what I say to other people. I'm very concerned with whatever I say, if it's gonna help the trader become better. And what we're trying to do, Mr. Givens, I'm sure it took you a long time and you ability to find consistency. What we're trying to do is be the person we needed when we were starting up, because if we had those kind of people, it would have shortened the journey.
Sure.
Right? And the pain, because nobody talks about the pain that we went through. The girlfriends and the wives that left us because we blew accounts, the houses we've lost.
You're not talking more about that?
I've lost
MJ
the house.
can't
I've
even
lost
talk
the
about
car.
being left.
The
same person for I don't know how long.
He's exposing me now.
You said we must say anything. I think it's good for the podcast.
No, but it's not a lie. I've been with the same woman for many years now.
Shout out to you, man.
Yeah,
that's discipline. You must be a disciplined trader.
No, I am. 13 years now, 15 years, same woman.
Wow.
It's long time.
That's great.
Funny enough, I met with somebody that I went to school, to varsity with, and he saw me and was like, how is life? And it was been a long time, you know.
Yeah.
And when we met at the parking lot, and I was like, are you married? And I'm like, yes.
Why is that the first question they ask us at this age?
Yeah,
are you married or you have kids?
It's a married age, is it not the married age?
But we've got different goals. And,
yeah, but we grew up with this.
Some of us don't even have the money to get married because we broke.
I beg to differ there. Marriage doesn't need money. Marriage needs commitment.
Absolutely.
Marriage doesn't really need money. It just needs commitment. A lot of people don't have money. They're married. They're doing well, and they're producing kids that are doing well.
It's funny that there are some people who earn way less than you but living a very happy life.
Yeah.
Is it about contentment? What is
discipline and being real to yourself? Just being real to yourself. Life is not a competition. Absolutely. Just be real to yourself. The money that is in your bank account right now, you deserve that money for that moment.
And there's a lot that you can do with that. Stop looking outside.
If $1 million comes next week, you deserve it.
It comes
for that next week.
Yeah, it kind of brings me to this point. I think we spoke about it earlier before we started recording, that there are so many traders that are doing well, making maybe 800 rands a week. But they don't feel like they are doing well because they are not making Vrupa kind of money or Golf 8 kind of money, G63, my favorite car, kind of money. When they are really, really doing well in the markets, I think you need to be happy with what you're given and make the most out of it and just live within your means. I listen to hip hop a lot. J. Cole once said, "You are never going to be happy until you love yours." Title of the song is Love Yours. He said there's always going to be a better car out there. There's always going to be a better woman. Probably.
Bigger house
out there.
Speaking for himself, a better woman.
No, there's no better woman than mine. I don't know.
I disagree.
Is it?
I'm joking, man.
Probably it's the contentment speaking.
The thing is, my wife watches every episode, so she will say, "Oh, there's a better woman, better than me."
You wanna sleep on the couch?
Yeah,
be careful what you say.
Couch is luxury. Parking lot. What? I'm joking.
It's like Tuesday when this episode drops.
You need to cut that part. Please make sure you cut that part.
Do not cut it. It's good for the podcast. Maybe this will get us to 100,000 subscribers.
Yeah, well, I'll
we
make
need
sure
to see the plug somewhere.
I'll make sure
by the way, congratulations to MJ, just hit 1,000 subscribers.
That's really great.
1,000 subscribers, guys. Thank you so much. And you know, if it wasn't for these guys here, I don't think I would have that channel by now.
Great.
They inspired me so much to go through that journey. And
shout out to the crew, to the guys, because most of the time you come into an organization and when you want to grow, it feels like a threat to their existence.
Yeah, that's why most black people, I'm sorry to be...
My wife said I must not mention black or white.
Okay, brown.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
But the thing is, so sorry to cut you, man. You know, the only way to grow is to see your fellow brother grow.
Absolutely.
And, you know, that's if we can just adapt that Jewish culture.
And it's boring to be the only one rich in the room. What do you talk about? When you talk about your goals to the other people, it seems like you're bragging. So it has to be many of us somewhere up there. And also, we tend to have something common to talk about, right? Yeah. When we are all making it, when we are all somewhere in life. I think that's very important. We need to have a mindset of growth and abundance. 100 podcasts like this can exist and kill it in the same industry. Stop going to compete with someone else. I hate competition because it's a full man's game. I can't compete with you on the track when you started running when you were 3 and you had the best facilities. And now I was running a Makaya and I just came to the city 2 years ago, and even the equipment that's in the facility I still don't know how to use it and expect to compete with you. Also, when you compete, you become bitter instead of becoming better. We need to look at things from a different perspective.
He's taking me to church. It's powerful.
Sorry.
Yeah.
They always say I'm supposed to be a pastor, but I don't think someone like me deserves that seat. I respect it very much. It's
but being a pastor, I don't think
that seat is heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy.
People don't talk about that. Hey, now, you find every other trader as being a pastor.
Trading will take you there. It will humble you. Have you ever seen a trader praying for the trend to come back against? No,
who hasn't been there?
Full disclosure, I was once on my knees, and trust me, knees. I was once on my knees. It's a pity this partner of mine got sick. He was supposed to accompany me here. I was living in Melrose at the time. I think 2017. I had an account, $3,400. It was all I had. We were trading good. We had a very good trading plan, and somewhere we met this guy who was supposedly good in NFP. And 2 days later, we changed our trading strategy. We're now trading NFP, full margin. And that account, I think in 12 minutes, there was a time I was lying on the floor. I was praying to God. I said, God, if you
really exist,
and if you help me this time, I promise I will never ever over leverage in my account again. Like a sincere prayer.
On your knees,
not on my stomach. It was all I had. Mind you, moving from another country to South Africa because you wanna get around the network of traders. You feel like you've now outpaced the people from where you come from, right? Like there's no growth because almost everyone is below you and is trying to take. There's no value exchange there. So you're like, no, let me go be with other great traders. And long story short, ended up going home after 1 month of being in Johannesburg and living the good life of a trader. So
you blew it.
Eke blow it. So traders pray. Traders probably pray better than criminals.
Better than some pastors. The charts here will make you pray. And sometimes
the lack of edge in a trading plan. Which is what we're discussing on the Market Masters. Not knowing what you're looking for, not setting those stop losses, risking what you can afford to lose. I don't know why we do not read the fine print. Trading the financial markets carries a high level of risk. It can result in a loss of some or all your capital. Make sure you consult before you transact, and make sure that you risk what you can afford to lose.
Make sure you consult, ne?
Absolutely.
With who? I know with who, but
that's a big question.
So the problem is there.
I don't even want to say me because I'm not yet accredited with the FSCA. It's something that I'm working on because I've tried to run away from this industry, from helping people, from sharing knowledge, but they keep coming. They keep coming somehow. So I want to make sure that I've got my house in order so that I'm protected should anything happen in the future.
That's true. All right, let's get into industry experience. You've been at a couple of brokers. You've worked on the other side of the on the other side of the end. English bundles are finishing there.
Which is your second interview?
I've been speaking English all day.
Yeah, you finished it. Yeah,
right. No, you've worked behind the scenes, and I think really, if you could can we just go along that whole journey? The reason why I want us to get into it is because a lot of people are there. They don't understand how actually the industry works. And for someone who's on the other side, you can tell that at that broker, you don't have to say names, but at that broker we'd pay mang. So like I said, you don't have to say names, but just examples. The kind of deals people. Because at the end of the day, what we're trying to do, we're trying to educate people. On the industry. We're trying to have them be like, okay, now by the time they're done watching this, they can pick up the phone, call you and be like, Maxwell, Chief, I need you to point me in the direction of a good deal. Those kind of things.
I'm gonna start with something that pissed me off. You're working inside a brokerage firm, and you're probably earning $2,500, and then here is a broker paying someone else $15,000 every month. They're not bringing the business. Sometimes they chow the money. They're less skilled than you. And you leave the broker, you want to do the same thing that this other person was paid to do, then the broker doesn't want to give you that money. Like, back to luck. Some people like me are unlucky. We have to work for our things for a very long time. So do you want me to talk about how I got into that?
How did you get into that bit?
It was it's not something that I went out looking for, right? I got a call. My first exposure was when some brokers set up in Eswatini, and shout out to one of my mentors. I think he's the biggest closer that I've seen. Put him in the boardroom, he'll come back with a win. Anytime, and he's taught me so much about life. His name is Maxwell Dlamini.
Is your cousin?
No, he's not a cousin. We're not related, but he treated me like a son. He treated me.
But you're using the same surname.
Like a bad. Dlamini is very common, and the ruling it's Dlamini. So it's a very common surname where I come from.
Is it?
So
like Kgasi in South Africa.
Is it?
I'm joking.
I thought maybe you were going to say something like Nqobile. Those are
I
the
think
common.
it's Mukwena. It's Mukwena in South Africa. Mukwena and
So he called me. We met in a coffee shop, and apparently I was told that I'm one of the best traders. I've never claimed to be a best trader, and I had to ask, where did you see me? Blah blah blah. And I was trading with that broker, and apparently I was brought into. I started as an in-house trainer. I was training clients that needed to know about the financial markets, of course, but really our business was in the technological space. We're providing a trading platform, right? And later on the business grew. I started bringing IBs in, and they saw that my business development skills are up there, and then I started managing IBs, training them on how to be professional, how to deliver value whenever they meet a client, and how to make sure that they are in line with compliance, because that's a very big thing in this industry. You need to not operate outside what the FSCA in this case would say that you need to operate along those guidelines, kind of like prop firm guidelines. So from there business grew, and broker ended up closing. And obviously when it ended up closing, and that broker was doing well, not only in South Africa, not only in Swaziland, in Africa as a whole. And I got headhunted by a couple of brokers.
But while you were there, because I know which broker you're referring to. Because you say right now you are managing IBs and all that. Can we talk about on those relationships you were having with IBs? Like, what was it like, especially in terms of business wise? What were some of the smartest IBs you interacted with? Like this one had a vision. So that people can also understand and be like, okay, now that IB did it smart. That kind of IB that it's smart. So let me also try and conform towards that. Because people out here, all they hear is like, brokers pay. Even me, I'm there. But you're there for what? What are you doing there, the broker? Why are you working with a broker? Just because your favorite mentor on Instagram there is working with a broker, now you feel like you should be there.
Absolutely.
But you understand the actual business.
The business that it takes. I would say, like, I think I can mention this name. My best IB that I've ever worked with in terms of reporting on time, in terms of being professional, in terms of bringing the business and sharing quality content. And he had a long-term vision. He goes by the name of Sihle Pola. He was running a company called SP Gallant. I don't know if it's still active. And one of the greatest traders that I've ever met. Swing traders can hold a trade for months. No emotions, anything. And he's really profitable. And I really liked how he interacted with clients, because here's another thing that people don't know. There's a difference between a mentor and a coach. Huge difference. A coach would give you material and say, this is how you trade the financial markets, go do it yourself. But a mentor would say, this is how you do it, and he takes you through a program, which is what I was talking about earlier, that I don't do courses, but I do a program, because I understand the stages of a trader, and I understand what a trader needs to get to the point of consistency. Not winning. Anyone can win. It doesn't require skill. Even on sheer fluke, you can buy GBP USD and make money. Right. So I understand the steps that it takes for a trader to be profitable. So I'd say Sihle Pola was my best, but we weren't paying them money in their own accounts, right? So we'd say, okay, you want to do a seminar in a city like this. Okay, we sit down, we plan, this is how you want to do it. Okay, we listen to that, because you also have to build a relationship with the IBs. That's my thing with business. It has to go beyond the financial transaction for this thing to last for the longest time possible. So we weren't giving them money to their personal accounts, but we would pay for the conference facilities, if there's food that was supposed to be there. And then obviously, as a broker, your business is numbers, right? You need huge numbers, and we'd also take care of the Google ads situation, Facebook ads, which is where I learned. I also had to learn how to do posters for traders, because my traders had to look professional. I think that's why they were successful in bringing a lot of people and teaching people who are still traders even today, 5 years later. So yeah, in a nutshell, that's it. And you mentioned what happens behind the scenes in a brokerage. A lot of traders are blaming brokers for losing their accounts. Do you even know what a broker does? A broker just provides you with a trading platform, and they make their money from commissions and spreads, right? So the main job of a broker is order matching process. Understand this: for any transaction to happen in the market, there must be a buyer and a seller. And who's the middleman? The broker.
Yeah, but what if it's a B-book broker?
Absolutely, there is that situation. A-B and B-book brokers do exist, and most of the time, I've also had my own broker, and I struggled to get it off the ground because of the route I chose to take in relation to A-B book and A-B and B book. I wanted the A book, but that's being fully fledged as a broker. That means you own your own CRMs, you've got your own support team and stuff like that. It's expensive. I think the reason a lot of people go with the B-book brokerage part, of which how you earn your money is by adding on the spread. Let's say normal spread is 0.1, and you're gonna take your spread to 2.1 because that's your money. The two pips spread. That's how you're gonna earn your money for every transaction that is taken on a trading platform, and you need as many people as possible. Here's the difference between A book and B book, right? A book, one, is expensive, right? Number two, the money doesn't stay with your broker, you as a brokerage account. It's transferred to the liquidity provider because you're purely focused on order matching process, right? So who pays you? It is the liquidity provider who pays you your commissions, right? The reason people go the B-book side is that, one, it's cheaper. Number two, the money stays with you as a broker. So if people blow, it comes to your own pocket. And remember, 95% of traders lose in this market. So that's how they make money.
So out of 100%, how many brokers, South African-based brokers, can you say out of 100%? Out of 100%.
Out of 100%.
How many can you say, with your experience, are B-book brokers?
Most of them.
Percentage-wise?
Percentage-wise, I'd say 80.
80%.
Do you know how much it takes to be an A-book broker?
Yo.
And A-booking is not particularly as profitable as B-booking.
It's not.
Unless if you're killing with the quantity.
It's not.
Unless if you have big deposits.
Big deposits.
Absolutely. And there, obviously, your target market changes. Now you're looking for, I'd say, the older guys who have money. But the problem with the older guys is that they're not looking for these quick profits. They're looking to park their money for a long time. So you do not make enough money as a broker there, because how a broker makes money is you need a volume of transactions, right? Imagine you're making, let me say, 10 cents to the US dollar for every trade that's taken. So to make $1 million, how much do you need? You probably need 10 million transactions to happen. So if someone comes in and parks their money and trades once in a while, it's not helping you as a broker. That's why I'm sure you've had calls from a broker saying, hey, there's going to be NFP this Friday. Are you ready to trade? Or you can put in $1,000 extra. It is because they want to, which is why brokers these days, they are pushing traders to, let's hope I don't get in trouble for this. They are pushing traders to trade news event because they happen frequently, and if they can encourage a lot of people to trade, so that means a higher volume of trading activities, higher commissions, and money at the end of the day. So I'd say basically that's the back end of a brokerage firm managed through a CRM, tens of thousands of, if not hundreds of thousands of clients. Yeah, pretty much that's it.
Has there ever been a situation, especially at your time that side there, where you would literally look at a book that belonged to a particular trader, but on social media it was not matching up?
You're gonna get me in trouble. Yeah, absolutely. But I didn't see that. I didn't have rights, because with the CRM, according to your rank in the company, there's certain rights that you have. There's certain information that you can see. There's certain information that you can see. But obviously, when we do our monthly reports, this and that, sometimes there's those outliers. You're like, hey, who's this guy who takes 13 trades in a day? And sometimes when you have the rights, you go look and you look at their trading history. And you're like, oh, okay. Yeah.
But Instagram says something
different.
But
Instagram says something else. And a lot of traders do not reach the point of withdrawal. I was telling Nqobile this at the other time that a lot of traders remain with a screenshot, but they never withdraw. You must have made a lot of money at some point in your trading career, and you took a screenshot and shared it with MJ. Right after sharing it, market goes against you. I always say to traders, the moment you think about taking a screenshot and sharing with your friend, close that trade and withdraw.
I actually stopped taking screenshots. I'm done.
Me too.
I don't take a screenshot.
I don't believe in that.
Because it's painful.
I don't believe in screenshots.
I stopped.
Yeah, I don't believe in screenshots at all.
And this
because
thing,
that's
this
your money.
days,
Why should it be out there? And
Absolutely.
also for security reasons. You know, sometimes and you understand? Imagine people are coming to your house, they want to take the money that you claim that you have, and only to find out there's nothing there.
So you
screenshot $50,000, and when they get into your house, it's literally nothing.
You're sitting on a crate of beer. It happens a lot, and I always say this. Where I come from, people say you're the only trader we've seen doing this for the longest time. How come we know you're a Mercedes guy? How come you're not driving a Mac? How come sometimes you go to the shop wearing flip-flops? That's the reason I don't post the money. I want my freedom, right? I want to be free. Also, like you said, it's reckless, especially, I'm gonna say black one time. I'm sorry to my woman. Especially in the black community, it's reckless to show how much money you make or how much money. Do you know how many cousins pops out of the bush once they see that? And people who have never helped you with anything, only criticized you or stepped on you when you were trying to make it in life. But once they see that screenshot, they're on your back. So, and you must keep these things private. Your money, your relationship, and for me, the location where I live, I don't want people knocking at my door.
But keeping it private, people need clients. Yeah, you're playing.
That's the thing.
But
that's
company policy, guys. Where is the company policy? what company policy will allow you to just showcase how much the company is putting in?
Bro.
What company is that? Imagine a broker doing that.
That's
you understand?
That's
like you were saying, you had certain powers behind the desk, isn't it? Back office, that you can do this, and sometimes you do. So absolutely. Imagine taking that information live on social media.
Yeah, and that's another thing. People don't believe me when I say 95% of traders lose, and I'm not saying that because I googled it. I saw it, and I'm a data analyst. So when I see numbers like that, I'm like, and when I try to advise people on doing proper, do you know some people, their accounts don't even last for 2 days.
2 days is a lot, man, in South Africa.
2 days.
Open now.
Full margin news. NFP. 2 days is a lot.
Yeah.
Accounts are normally open Friday morning.
Absolutely. Yeah. Friday morning, and in the evening they're
the first week of the month.
Gone.
NFP day. You know what's going to happen.
Yeah. I think news trading has become probably the biggest money grab.
Absolutely.
Right now, and not just on the broker side.
Yeah,
I think with the affiliates as well, they're starting to see an uptick in, because when you actually think about it clearly, yes, it's encouraging full margin trading because that's what news is.
Yeah,
but it's also just, I know some people say fundamental trading is not gambling, but at the time, the idea is you blow or you. Konje, what's the statement? You blow or. I don't know how it goes. Either you blow or you flow.
It's either you pop or you go home. I don't know.
Something like that. Yeah. But when you actually think about it, you sit down right now, you're like, actually, this is a whole enterprise. People are eating from news trading. And if you've noticed how popular right now news is.
Yeah.
News trading has become too popular.
You know why?
Yeah.
It's going to go back to the broker. How do they make their money? Commissions from spreads, right? Mm-hmm. And the spreads widen during news events.
Yeah.
So they've got spreads widening, which means their profit margin is going to be high, and they're going to be backed up by the volumes of traders trading those news events. And I think we need to set a disclaimer here. We're not coming off as negative people to the audience, but we're trying to open people's eyes, because personally, I know how hard I work for money to deposit in an account. Before, I was consistently profitable, but I'll dig ditches for a retaining wall. I'll dig ditches for a wall fence, right? Do construction work just to have $100 to put in an account. Now, I do not want the next person to lose their hard-earned money so easily, right? If they do it, it is their own ignorance after we've shared this information. Yeah.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
I saw one businessman I respect so much. He's into construction space as well. Right. One guy I know is doing well. I saw his status one time, like 3 weeks ago. He had a status on his WhatsApp, and he showed like this like an aircraft. It's red and it's written aviator, right? And there's money there. And it's like done for the day. I'm like, okay. So I went to research. What is this? Maybe I'm missing out on business opportunities here. And I made research, and I only found out that Aviator is a bad way.
I would say Aviator.
No, I've always seen, but when somebody who makes real money puts it there, that's when you're like, okay, this thing maybe,
It gets you thinking, yeah?
Yeah, so I made the research, and I'm like, okay, Aviator, and, and it came back to me that, this guy is posting gambling,
Yeah.
And there's no difference between what he puts there and what normally traders will put for the day.
Yeah, done for the day.
And put blue screens there.
Yeah.
After NFP. Done for the day.
He must be inspired by traders. Yeah. For someone who's making real money,
exactly.
Why would he be inspired by traders?
So I was like, but there's no difference between what we do as traders and what other people are doing in the gambling space.
Yeah.
We are more or less doing the very same thing. And this needs to change.
It needs to change because trading is different from gambling, because there's actually an edge for the trader in trading as compared to gambling. In gambling, the one who has an edge, it is the casino or the betting company.
Yeah.
Right. Because here's the thing. You might, even in trading, we talked about this, Nqobile, that if you see me posting a 23,000 Rand or US dollars profit screenshot, and you think Maxwell is killing it, now he's on the right track. But have you ever asked me how much money I've lost in this market?
Mm-hmm.
I've constantly told people where I'm from. Sometimes when I share profitable setups and I said I took it, they're like, you must have made millions. I'm like, no, I'm not making millions by any means. And the money that I've been able to withdraw over time, alhamdulillah, it's not close to how much I've lost. It's not close to how much I've lost. I haven't even made back 50%. Yeah. But I know that now with the systematic approach that I have, it's going to happen. It's just that it's going to take time, and I've made peace with that.
Yeah, and we'll just repeat what I was saying earlier on, and that is so true, because thing is, and in those cases, you'll find that somebody lost 10,000 Rand last week.
Yeah.
And then this week, maybe they put in 10,000 last week, and then this week, they lost however much money, same money, not same money, but let's say 3,000 Rand or whatever. And then they're going to withdraw. How do I explain this? They're going to so they lost 10,000 Rand last week, and then this week they're making a withdrawal, 7,000 Rand. Now, in their mind, they call themselves a profitable trader because they don't consider the fact that last week and the week before they've been losing. So let's say for 4 weeks, 10K, and then this week you make 7K, and then you go and you post that 7K on this, calling yourself a profitable trader. But then again, next week, same habits as well. You're gambling to get with that same 10K, and then you post, you make like 2,000, 5,000.
Show us the losses too.
You post that thing, and then you become so delusional, thinking that you're the best trader ever, but you're not aware that man, look at the losses you're taking.
Right.
Look at when it's time for news. You get wiped. Your account gets wiped out so quickly. You go to your wallet, you transfer again, just so you can hit that trade immediately. And it's just like that revenge trading, that full margin trading thing,
dopamine thing.
You see,
and
people and full margin traders are just like, I keep money in my wallet and then I transfer only 1,000 Rand. How many times did you transfer the 1,000 Rand to the account to reach the trade that you got?
If one day would have an opportunity to book a therapy session for all traders.
I think that's very important.
I'm telling you, we will find out things. If they would tell the truth, what is it that is deep inside their hearts?
A lot of old men would break down and cry.
As much as we come in and we say we are full margin, our hearts are full margin blown.
My guy, full margin is not healthy for your heart.
Yeah, no,
Not
that's
only
true.
for your heart, for a lot of things.
Your psychology.
For your psychology.
For a lot of things.
Sustainability is key. Like we always say, how we normally say, I want my kids. It worries me when somebody says, I want my kids to take over the business one day. I want them to be a trader. And you are like, the way you trade doesn't, add up, because there's nothing you're gonna leave. There's no skill that you're gonna leave behind. There's no mechanism behind how you make your money. So you're not gonna leave anything at the end of the day. You
have no systematic approach.
Yeah, you're gonna leave an idea. So your kids will have an idea that our dad or our mom used to make money, but they wouldn't get it because you would live with that.
Yeah, there's a business in Mozambique. Speaking of that, and not having a system, right? There's a business in Mozambique in the telecoms industry. I was doing some job for it. I really love this business, and I was like, if I had money, I would buy this business. It has the clientele and everything, but the thing that's lacking is the systems, right? This kind of business, they would experience problems, solve them, but it's not recorded anyway. So what am I buying? What am I buying? You're buying systems, and if you want to understand business and in trading, you have to manage your trading plan or your system, not the market. Market is crazy. We are not in control of the markets, right? So you need to have a system that your main job should be, one, execute the trading plan, not the markets. The trading plan will tell you what markets to trade. The trading plan will tell you what setup to trade. The trading plan will tell you how much you need to risk, right? The trading plan will tell you if this setup is within the right risk-reward ratio according to what you've put in there, right? So your trading plan is also going to tell you if you're going to be a winner over a series of trades. I always say traders normally, the cycle of doom in search of the Holy Grail, right? Jumping from strategy to strategy, right? It's a very common thing in the industry. You know why is that? People do not give a strategy enough time to prove its performance, right? You can't tell me that your supply and demand strategy that you learned from Nqobile Tembane doesn't work because you only took 3 trades, risking 30% per trade, and now you've blown. Nqobile Tembane is a scammer. There's another thing. We are speaking scammers in this industry. Yes, they exist, but people scam themselves sometimes. But not by not doing their own diligence. People are so gullible. Like, this industry has been around for a long time. We're out here in podcasts, we are releasing free information, but people do not want to listen. Some of them deserve to be scammed. I'm sorry to say.
Hey, you see that one?
Yeah.
I'm not against it, but to say it, because people don't want to hear that. If you've been scammed, even me, I've been scammed.
Right.
And at the time, do I deserve it? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, me too.
I did. When I look back now, I'm like,
experience.
So many times I paid for $1,000 for a course for someone in the UK who showed nothing about the charts, only profits and his cars.
Did you want? Because most people now would say before they get into a mentor, they will want the reference.
Yeah.
Give me 3 numbers of people that you've mentored, and I want to hear from them. You understand?
You want me to give you those?
No, not for now. I'm good. Don't worry.
Okay. Yeah.
So most people will say, give me 3 references of people that you've mentored,
right?
And before I purchase your course, right?
You can make up those people.
Yeah, but besides, look, I've never had somebody who goes for an operation to a medical facility go in and say, doctor, give me 3 references of the people that you've operated. By the way, you'll be talking to a doctor that will be wearing a mask, having a knife. But you'll be freely open to open up and say, operate me. In fact, before you operate me, put me to sleep. And you have so much faith in this guy who's wearing glasses
and gloves
and mask, and is having 2 knives, and they're so sharp that even a butcher cannot be compared to this.
You trust him, but they don't trust you.
This guy is gonna do an operation for me and I'm gonna wake up, right?
Right.
But have you seen that we it seems like we are willing to risk with our health, right, more than our money, because you want reference in the financial industry, but when it comes to health, you automatically believe in this person.
Automatically believe. I think it's wired from our beliefs and how we grew up. As such, I'm in the financial markets. I didn't take the conventional route of school, university. I did go to uni. I'm not doing what I trained to do in uni. And people believe that I'm not gonna make it in life, and some people get surprised. That's why when they start seeing achieving things, they're like, useyaganga manje. Max uhambi some drugs. In Swaziland, there's weed is popular. Yeah. So every time, now that they know that I'm always out of the country. Is it legal? What?
Is it legal?
It's not.
But is it legal?
No, think about the financial.
I remember I got a call once. Homeboy was like, "Hey Joe, you have a passport?" I was like, "Yeah." It's like, let's go to Swazi. We'll be back tomorrow. Don't,
because some of those people don't tell you what they are going to collect. I was once in a situation like that, and then when you come across a roadblock, your boat, even you as a passenger, right, your head is gonna be on the block as well. So you should be careful, very careful with things like. So it's not legal, but if you think about it, in the financial markets perspective, if you make it legal, there's going to be more supply, and then the price is going to drop. So you must control this thing. These things are being controlled. It's the financial markets understand it from the basic points. It's real life.
But if traders will get into that business, they will end up selling spinach.
And say it's real.
The holy grail spinach.
The holy grail spinach. You take one hit, all your problems go away.
1 to 8. Smoke this.
The spinach Terminator 2.0.
Right.
Spinach Nasdaq.
Spinach will be in the name.
The spinach strategy.
Spinach strategy. I mean, we need to be really careful about things. And speaking of coming up with names for strategies, is the holy grail. It's all a sales and marketing gimmick. Those are the things that we're trying to say to people. Open your eyes. Maybe I'm comfortable saying this because I think I've said this even on the previous podcast, that my money doesn't come from clients, it comes from the market. So and I also want to I need more industry players than people who won't be here in 10 years' time. Trust me, if God is still keeping me alive, in 10 years, I'll be in this industry, probably in a different stage of the value chain of the whole industry, but I'll still be here and still helping people for free.
So how were you headhunted?
Obviously, this industry is quite small. There's also the brokerage mafia that you once spoke about. So the bosses share information. It's like in trading. The pair that makes you money, right? And at some rooms you discuss about it, and the other friend or partner likes it, and then he gives that person a call and say, "Hey, I've heard this and this about you." And that's really how I got headhunted. And I've been working with that. At some point I stopped working with brokers. You know why? The disalignment of the principles and values. The brokers that I could tell that this broker won't be here in the next 6 months by their plan of operation. They were just here to scam. Some brokers were not regulated. I cannot associate my name with that. Remember, I want to be in this industry for as long as possible, right? So some of them I turn them down for good money. Probably me, my family, and my woman will be living large, or they will be living large. I would be in jail. So you have to think about things like that. And I think there are traders that are gonna be lured into working for a broker at some point in their lives, they should always think about those things. Don't just follow the money. Think about your life, especially as a man. The people that you're responsible for, the minute you go to jail or they shoot you dead, those people are going to suffer.
Yeah.
So there's like a mafia operation within the...
Absolutely. In everything, even in the construction industry. If you want to go into the construction industry, you have to go through certain guys. They have to vet you. Sometimes you have to pay a certain amount of money. They protect each other. I'll be honest. I was mentored by a mafia. I wanted to join the family. He didn't allow me. He said I was too smart. I was going to get killed very fast. But that life has core principles and values. Those people protect each other. Those people put each other in positions of power. What I don't like about it is controlling industries, because it stunts growth. It also doesn't allow people, certain type of people who are capable at playing at certain levels, to get there just because you are not part of the mafia, right? So, but it's an amazing life, except for the people dying and everything. People think it's a criminal world. It's actually not. It's how we are. We were taught. Like, if you see Max landing with a helicopter, he's in the mafia. That's how we were programmed growing up, right? As such, right now, I'm not employed by anyone. I'm doing my own thing. But every time people see me doing something or to elevate my life in a way, they're like, "Useyagang, Max." That's how we're programmed. And that's how even the crab in a basket mentality comes about amongst, I would say, our race, right? The other race is doing well. They're collaborating. They're putting each other in positions of power. And I think instead of hating, we should learn, share value. Like I said, the thing that I want the most, Nqobile, probably 10 years from now, maybe even if you pay people to come to this podcast, I can even turn down your money, because I believe in value exchange. It is the most important currency in the world.
Noted. You note it down. At least we'll save some money in the future.
So, I just want to, I'm going back to like the IB thing. So still on that.
Introducing broker.
Introducing broker. So what's the most ridiculous deal that you were involved in from the broker side, where you sat down and you felt like, "Hi guys, what are we doing?" But it still went ahead, and you saw red flags everywhere, and it didn't work out?
I was working with a broker that's also a liquidity provider. They've been around, I think, since the year 2008, and there was a very well-known trader that wanted to open their own brokerage firm, and I assisted with that
as a white label.
Okay. And they ended up scamming people, and it got shut down within 2 months. But the guy really went home with really good bag, really nice looking big bag.
What's really nice looking? Ballpark?
Stupid money. 25 million. Yeah. Here's the thing, just to be on the safe side, he didn't scam those people. Most of that money was people who had lost that money. Remember, B-book.
Oh yeah.
So that money was going to him, not the liquidity provider. Yeah.
So
it's a he.
Yeah. Okay. This industry is male dominated. How many ladies have you seen that had a broker? I actually had my own broker with my name on it. It was in Durban, and I was shut out of the operations. The logo is mine, the name that was on the wall. I don't want to talk about it because it's a painful thing that happened to me. I put my heart and soul into that, and some people, when they saw that, they're like, there's only one X Capital. It's Maxwell. There's only one X Capital. Oh, I mentioned the name. It's Maxwell. But why is he not part of? And another thing, I think maybe to heal, I must say it on this podcast, what pained me the most is also seeing not being involved in the operations and not getting any money from it, and seeing someone being put in the seat that I should be in as CEO. That was hurtful. But we live and we learn, and bro, I've got a lot of heart in me. Like I said the other time before this conversation, that I have something more important than courage. I have work ethic and patience. I will outwork you any day. Yeah. And I'm willing to work 10 years. You might have more resources than me, but I will make sure that and I'm not competing with you, but I just understand that to get to a certain level, I have to outwork whoever is in the same industry I'm in.
Yeah, no, that's true. We in as much as we speak about brokers giving, brokers have somehow ruined the industry in a sense, but also on the other side of the coin flip, it's IBs. IBs come, they overpromise and underdeliver.
Yeah. They overpromise to the broker or to the client.
No, to either side.
Either side.
Both sides.
Absolutely. I've had meetings in a boardroom where someone would talk numbers of clients that they've accumulated over the years, but those clients are no longer active traders. They just have the database, right?
But what would be the duration that a broker will give those people?
The clients or the IB?
The IB comes in and says, I can deliver this X amount of people, but how long are you going to give that person, like a month or 2 months? Or how long would you give that person to deliver?
Yeah. Normally you're on it's a common thing, the 90 days probation. Yeah, but the mistake that brokers made was paying money into those people's account. And no, because you can't tell me you've got numbers. Tell me, how are you going to convert for me? Because there's a difference. You have to convert that person to an active client. That's how I make money as a broker.
But you see, I've spoken to IBs when IB was like, no ways am I going to promote a broker. Broker must pay me up front.
Yeah, it's also, I understand them. Brokers have manipulated us as traders and IBs, which I was at some point. They have, and they know it. And I think all it takes is all IBs striking and saying, let us meet each other halfway. Also, brokers leave us holding the bag after they disappear and people got scammed or people can't access their accounts. They leave you as an IB because you introduced me to...
That's the thing.
To Max Capital Markets.
Yeah.
Right? You introduced me to... Even if I didn't take your money, I've had so many cases like that. Right? I didn't take anyone's money, but because I'm the one who introduced him to this thing, to the point that they would even go to my parents. And at certain points, my parents really thought I was scamming people. And I could have easily, there was someone who said, this thing is going to make your parents not talk to you again, blah, 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 blah. Because I was like, it's fine. It's my passion. I'm going to keep doing it. And I know where I stand. I know my truth. At certain points, I was able to clear my name with certain things. You know what makes me very angry, Nqobile? Is this internet gangsters that are just going to type Maxwell is a scammer, and then when his name gets cleared, they don't come back to say sorry. Because you don't know how much that has hurt my business. Probably after my woman saw that, she left me. You do not know the damage that you've caused in my life. So this industry comes with a lot of things. And where is the broker at that time? Gone with 25 million or even more in some cases. And how much did you get as an IB or as a trader? Nothing. So I'm not saying IBs should strike, but I'm going to go back to my point. Let us meet each other halfway. I really want to see brokers doing something to develop the industry.
But what does halfway look like? Like in an ideal world for you, what would a halfway point look like between in a meeting between a broker and IBs?
Nqobile Tembane, you're an IB. You've got a database of clients. You have the ability to bring clients on board. Yeah. for this to be a fair business deal, I really believe in fair business deals, right? I don't like manipulating people. I also don't like getting manipulated. Nqobile Tembane, you've got 2,000 of leads that we need to convert. Let us run a campaign. As a broker, I will pay for that campaign. And Nqobile, you're going to earn through commissions. That's a fair business deal. And no one is going to complain. No, the broker won't say, hey, Nqobile, you charged the money that I gave you to do business and you never brought business to me. And the IB, if he's being honest, he can't complain and say to the broker, he didn't give me money. Because you have to earn money. That's another thing. People are looking for free money here. Money is earned.
Yeah, but at some point I beg to differ, Mr. Max.
Explain.
I beg to differ because some people have worked for their image. Some people have... You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people have worked so hard for their image. And like you said...
Because I'm one of those people.
Exactly. So a broker does a deal with you. You're earning on commission. They go away. It's 25 million. It's in their bank account. You are left with nothing. Your image is ruined.
Yeah.
And you didn't eat anything. Because at some point, they might even live with those small commissions that you made for yourself.
Right. Yeah.
And you need to set up as well. I mean,
for me, they left with 700K of my commissions.
Exactly. So you left with nothing.
Yeah, right.
Your image is ruined. Your parents are involved. You left with nothing. They are gone. You understand what I mean?
Absolutely.
But if you had something come in, I mean, at some point, that image that you have, it has to be maintained. At the end of the day, you've already set up a business. You know, somebody doesn't just wake up and reach 100,000 people. Like, okay, look at this podcast. Somebody just wake up and say, we are on 70 man, no?
I don't know.
Last I checked, it was 77 or 78.
So let's say 100. We are on 100,000. Right. So you don't just wake up and reach 100,000 subscribers. Somebody has worked to reach those numbers, right? And for you to say, let me come in and commission, I'm going to pay you on commission. Yet you found an established business. I don't think there's fairness there because already somebody has set up the business, has spent the money, has spent the time, has spent all his resources to set up something, and a broker just wants to get into a deal. For instance, I'll give you this.
That's a different case. And let me say, I completely understand you because you've done the groundwork, right?
Yeah.
You've spent money on this equipment. Probably you've paid for a few ads here and there just to get more for that. That's a different case. Yeah. With IBs, I think the question would be, are you bringing a client or a lead? There's a difference.
Sure.
And a
lot of guys a lead is a potential client.
Yeah, a lot of guys don't know the difference.
Yeah, a lot of guys don't. That's why a lot of people said I was arrogant in the boardroom. Some even said to me, "It's not even your own broker." But this is a lead. It's not a client. What am I paying for?
Yeah.
There's a huge difference. But what you're talking about, I really understand it. Because you just came in at 100,000. I already have an audience, and now you want to monetize that. You can't just give me commissions, bro. It's not a fair deal.
Yeah, you see that's why I'm asking the thing of like where do we actually find the middle ground? Because you understand right now, an IB walks into a room, broker into the same room. Now they need to get. Hence, I was saying in an ideal world. So you saying in an ideal world?
I think I have an answer for that.
Okay, you have an answer.
I have an answer for that. I think the middle ground should be I have the leads probably through doing this podcast or through doing free Zoom calls, right?
Yeah.
I need to convert those leads to clients. I think once again the fair deal would be the broker shouldn't just say get those people registered and funded, their accounts funded with us, then we're gonna start giving you $10,000. No, the beginning of the deal should be their leads, Max Capital, their leads. Can you help me convert them to clients? And then we're gonna take it from there. That's where it should start.
Yeah, but don't forget, some people also come already with books. They already have a book from another broker. But you understand, to convert another book from broker to broker, it's not particularly easy. But they say is that I've got 6 groups, I've got 600 people there, 100 people per group. I'm going to post the link there.
I think only a stupid negotiator would take that deal. To say, I'm going to pay you $10,000 just because you have a book with someone else.
Yeah.
But I can go into a deal of saying, how do we convert those people coming this side. It shouldn't be just be converting. What value are you giving to those people? Because don't tell me to leave OctaFX for broker Y when I do not know what are the benefits of broker Y. Don't tell me about spreads and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. And that's always a conversation. We're offering a 20% bonus. Spreads are better.
Yeah.
We have a local office. We have this, we have that. And that's ridiculous, man.
That sounds like
I think we as traders, we just need to be fearless this year. Guys, we just need to be fearless.
100%.
If you're not going to put something on the table that makes sense for me, then it's chai. I don't want to get into books with you. That's it.
Even brokers have said that I'm arrogant for that reason. I literally leave the room and sometimes even at home, my women friends will be like, "How can you leave a deal like that?" Because I'm Givens. I may not have multi-millions, but I'm a serious businessman. I've put in time, skin, blood, sweat, and tears into this game. Don't call me into your boardroom and disrespect me. I know my business. I know the value that I provide. I know how much it's worth.
Amanda.
I'm worried too.
That's it, man. Brokers should also fund prototypes. As you're saying, these are leads, right?
Exactly.
If I have an idea of having an app, I'm not sure if it's gonna, but it's what I say. I have a prototype. It's here. So if you wanna fund it.
And we're in a business of taking risks.
Both of us.
Take the risk.
Now I'm answered. Both of us. Take the risk. I take the risk.
Right.
That's it. We go into this thing. Let's see if it's going to work. You give me a duration. We get into this thing. Let's see if it's going to work. But don't come in and say, our numbers. You want to talk about numbers?
Stop it, MJ. You're getting me pumped up.
I'm already pumped up because, look, man, I'm tired of people always coming into my DMs and always say, we want to discuss something with you. Let's sit down. And then you're going to come in and you're going to tell me, we are the best broker because of our spreads are low. I don't care about spreads, man. We are here to do business, right? Do you think I'm going to convince somebody to join a broker because of spreads?
Bro.
How many people are having low spreads? How many brokers out there having low spreads?
I think I need to cut you a check after this because I'm working on my own broker for the
You've
trade.
got equity there, maybe exposed for me to come in?
Absolutely.
Then let's talk after this, guys. Maybe
if you can afford it.
You're already acting like a broker now.
I'm sorry, but I'm really going towards that direction. I'm really learning a lot from this conversation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep saying the same thing. Brokers, if you want money, if you want to gain in the long run, for the longest, develop the industry.
That's it.
Develop the industry. Stop taking money from us. And I think the FSCA is also at fault here. They just give licenses to Tom, Dix, and Harris, and they take our money.
Money talks.
That's the thing. Young traders are not developed because as much as we are blaming these IG guys, Instagram gangsters, and but brokers also play a certain role in that because we don't want to, they don't want to expose their money into developing these people. I mean, like you're always saying, if you are having somebody that is continuously learning and depositing, you're making money as a broker long term. Absolutely. But if you just want to take a 150 rand deposit, done with it. At some point it will make you money, but you're not developing. You are always going to, call it acquisition mode, but there won't be retention because you're just having a certain segment that you want to attract. Then you take their money, and it's over.
That's why I trained the IBs that I had under management, because I really wanted them to give them most value, to develop the industry for the long run. And I also wanted because brokers are here today, gone tomorrow. I also wanted them to have a name to last for a very long time.
That's true.
It's a pity some of them gave up. They're not in the industry. Some of them probably scammed people and they're now running away from people and stuff like that. But really, I was trying to help the broker that didn't even appreciate me. But that has helped me a lot in creating relationships in this industry. I mean, I'm here at Top Trader SA. It is because of the relationships. It was even not that hard for me to get accommodation because I work on a fair deal. I work on a fair deal. There's always a way to get a deal whereby everyone leaves the table happy.
Yeah, but you see now, the IBs must start acting right. Simple. No,
they must also not act desperate.
Yeah.
Even if you are hungry, don't show it.
Just do the right thing.
Yeah, just do the right thing.
Don't just go buy a car with your retainer, first retainer. You're already buying a car.
Yeah. And clients too.
Yeah.
Clients should start looking for value, not materialistic thing. Do not show me your G63. Show me how you got it. That's why I mentioned the difference between a coach and a mentor. Right. Do not show me a G63. Show me how to get it myself.
Yeah. And I'm going to have to cut it off there today because our other boss, Eskom.
Yeah.
Eskom should open a brook.
What are you saying,
he's saying, guys, it's China.
Be careful, you're gonna be running for presidency soon. The things that you say, they're going to come back and look for these things.
Maxwell, thank you very much
Welcome,
for joining us today. I already had a great time.
Likewise.
Definitely, not the last time.
MJ.
We enter them all the way.
Guys, we're gonna have a conversation after this with Mr. Max here.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, all right, guys. Thank you guys so much. I will leave Maxwell's details down below. It's myself, Nqobile Tembane, my amazing co-host.
MJ Givens Kgasi running for president.
Signing out. Next Capital. Yeah. Cheers, guys.